The World Forum for Democracy was held on November 19th to November 21st. It was created in 2012 and addresses many challenges facing modern democracies today. This year, the forum focused on gender equality in the wake of the #MeToo movement that started last year. A series of plenaries and workshops, experts in a variety of fields gathered to provide information and foster discussions about how to save the issues facing women throughout the world. Through the forum, some remarkable people were able to be heard by decision makers around the world and share their experiences.
The first day of the World Forum consisted of multiple plenaries which discussed women in power and stopping sexism. The second plenary session talked about how to stop sexism, discrimination, and violence against women. One of the keynote speakers was Shiori Ito, a Japanese journalist. She shared her compelling story of how she was sexually assaulted and how the Japanese authorities responded improperly. Because of her experiences, she has decided to share her story to help fight for women's rights around the world. However, as a result of her bravery, she has been threatened and has had her life at stake multiple times. Her influential story encourages girls and women all around the world to take a stand and combat violence. Shiori Ito hopes that by sharing her story, she will encourage girls to speak up against violence and the improper handling of sexual assault cases in their own countries, much like she has done in Japan. For the second day of the forum, the large plenary session gave way to smaller labs and roundtable discussions that allowed the forum to foster a conversation on more specific topics affecting women in modern democracies. Lab 6, for example, addressed the topic of creating safe spaces on the internet, inviting speakers from the European Women's Lobby and Google to give talks on issues that impact women who use the internet. Ms. Asha Allen, a presenter and policy director for the European Women's Lobby, provided context for this discussion by displaying the disproportionate amount of harassment and hate that women experience online. She noted that this harassment often discourages female politicians from running for office and negatively affects their campaigns. She offered advice to those present and provided online tools to help women mitigate the effect of online harassment. Later, a panelist from Google provided a presentation on a variety of security measures people can take in order to ensure that their accounts and information are protected from those that wish to harass and do harm. Together, these presentations provide insight into the realities of digital harassment and the divide between the experiences of men and women online.
As the World Forum wraps up, participants from around the world are leaving with new ideas as to how to approach women's issues in their home country. From policymakers to NGOs, the World Forum provided a way for all who have a stake in the fight for women's rights to connect and share ideas about how to progress. Though the battle for women's rights isn't over yet, it is clear that through this forum, discussion has allowed ideas to flow and progress to be made.